As you can see, we cut out the damaged plasterboard or wallboard. We put a new piece in. We've taped up around the edges of the new plasterboard to match in with the ceiling, so the new plasterboard now is in the same level as the existing textured ceiling. You fill in with the filler and then use your brush and blend the pattern into the existing comb that you see there. The next step, when this sealer is gone, when this powder has gone off, this texture filler, we seal or prime the area because it's now porous, and we allow that sealer to dry before we attempt to texture onto it.
No, I haven't got that. Oh, right. All right. Oh, right. Okay. 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 Yeah, perhaps whether it's not happening or it is. But I usually Friday, she's on Friday, she set the heat off night because obviously usually off site. So she said, oh, she might go in this afternoon because she heals. But she said she didn't. Ella, take in the car. Ella. No, it's okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Oh no, I bought a book of stamps. Yeah. Okay. All right then. All right. I'll ring you before I come in. Right. Okay. Bye. Bye. How was the tea? Do you want another one?
Oh, do you know what? I'd love another cuppa, thank you very much.
Okay.
As you can see now, we've actually gone on to existing combs, existing comb pattern, and we've gone across the damage. What's going to happen after is all these edges here, we're actually going to brush them away with a brush and blend them into the existing pattern when it's gone off slightly. So now we're going to continue this all the way down the ceiling and create fans or patterns where there's no pattern existing at the moment. Bear with me here. You can apply the texture because it's quite thick. You can either roll it on like I'm doing here, or you can use a trowel or a float to put onto the ceiling. Do little bits at a time, create a pattern, and then continue. If you post all the texture onto the patch at one time, it's going to possibly dry off too quick for you. So just do a little by little, bit by bit. 3, 4. Any snobs, get them out. Oh. I know you can't see very well because the light is there, unfortunately, but I'll turn the light off for a second. I'm going to attempt now, we're going to carry on along the centre rows piece. I got the combs that's cut to the right size as the existing pattern around the light, and they're standard style comb standard. There's a 3.5 inch, a 6.5 inch, which I got here, and the 10 inch, which is creating the initial pattern. So while we're up near the beginning of the ceiling, working down towards the end, I'll continue so that texture does not go off. As you look, you notice around the light, I'm going to use a soft brush. I'm going to blend in the existing fans that's already there, because I don't need to do too much texturing around there, because there's not any damage, or there's only minimum damage. But that's okay, I'm going to leave that for a second and carry on so the pattern don't dry, the texture don't dry. So I'm going to continue a little bit more pattern and put new texture on so the texture band don't dry before I can reach it, and then I'll continue with around the light rows. Right, so we don't neglect our border edge now. We're going to create a border there in the fair right hand corner. Continue the border that's already on there. So we've got a small 3.5 inch standard texturing comb. Incidentally, I didn't do this original ceiling, and every texture practitioner will do their own style of comb work, and it's important that you try and follow the technique they actually use when you're patching in a comb pattern. I mean, some do their combs tighter, the fans tighter, some do them wider apart, but you've got to try and create the same technique they used, and the same depth of texture consistency. Never have your texture watery when you're patching in. And as you can see, the plastic template is missing now, which is unfortunate, because I'm going to try and create a straight line around here, which is going to be a bit awkward. But I'm going to have to persist. In fact, I'm going to use a smaller comb here, smaller comb tool here, and just draw freehand. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Well, we're going to complete the small rooms in the centre. I was happy with it. You know, we just went on this, so I'm going to have to do it again. That's better. I'm happy with it again. That's beautiful. That's beautiful fish. And there we are, so far. We've patched in all the dodgy ceiling. We created new cone patterns, new fan. And what we're going to do now, the next step is let us go off for a few minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. While that's going off, like wash your tools and your bucket and everything. And the next stage is now, we're going to get a very soft water brush and we're going to actually trace in the new pattern to the existing pattern. So we're going to blend it in when this texture's gone off slightly, all around the perimeter of the new patching. You see I made a start there with drawing my finger across there and then a new border. So we shall come back to this now in a few minutes. Our next stage to do now when patching in a pattern with combs is we're going to trace the edges, the outlines. You can see all the rough outlines. I'm going to use this now. I'm going to use water, a very soft sponge and a very soft paintbrush, and I'm going to trace the outline of the fans. You have to take your time with this. It's a bit fiddly, but that's what happens. And also, you can use your finger as well. Get the sponge to take most of it off. to finish off, blend that pattern in.